I hate furries.
Weirdo alert, weirdo alert.
Damn! Dad left bro twice.
Whoa, that's well out of order that. I'll have you know that me dad only left me once, not twice. Get your facts right. Well, it's no secret that there is a lot of people who dislike the furry fandom, some of which are slightly more vocal than others. But it got us thinking, what is it about a community centred around anthropomorphic animals that gets people so infuriated? Especially when those same people don't have a problem with anime conventions and Comic Con, even though furry conventions are not too dissimilar. Clearly, a lot of people don't actually know what a furry is, or they've seen one of the bad actors and gone, do you know what, all furries are bad. One of the biggest misconceptions is that we actually think that we're animals and that we should be treated like animals. I'd like to think that's with love and respect, because if not, there's clearly a problem on your end. Honestly, all a furry is someone who has an interest in anthropomorphic animals and decides to call themselves a furry. And a persona is a personalised animal character that's fictional. It's no different to making an OC. I'm still a functioning member of society who has a life away from the fandom, and I certainly don't want to shit in a litter box. Yes, there is an actual article about schools installing litter boxes for people who identify as furries. No wonder people hate the fandom. I didn't think you could top that CSI episode, but people in the media always find new ways to spread absolute shit about this community, so fair play. There is one group of people who eat it up though. Can you guess who they are? Anti-furries. For those who are employed, anti-furries are the only people who are more obsessed with furries than furries. Cheers to the views, lads, keep them coming. What these people love to do in their spare time is go out of their way to consume a bunch of furry content and leave hate comments. How wonderful. Most of the comments consist of calling people cringe and fatherless, with a few slurs in there for good measure. As you can tell, I don't take what anti-furries say seriously because the vast majority of them are minors. Even though they come at me first, it would still feel like I'm punching down if I was to go back and forth with them. If you are an adult anti-furry, then you seriously need to reevaluate your life choices. I'm sure that'll ruffle a few feathers. To be honest, I think anti-furries consume so much furry content, they end up becoming furries in the end, which is quite funny when you think about it. I suppose you become what you consume. However, I do understand how the comments could upset younger furries because they show little to no empathy at all. The best bit of advice I could give you is to either ignore them or block them because these people are looking for a reaction. Moving on, let's talk about why other people might not like the fandom. For the record, it's okay if you don't like furries, nobody has to like anything at the end of the day. Some people might not like the fursuits because they're scared of mascot costumes. These are all things to consider. I know a lot of parents are skeptical about the community, and more often than not that comes from a place of love. With the way furries are portrayed in the media being very mixed, it's easy for them to stumble across something negative and become concerned. At the end of the day, parents want the best for their kids, and you dressing up as a giant fluffy dog probably wasn't what they had in mind. There's two ways you can deal with this. Option A, just don't tell them because it's just a hobby and you don't have to. Or option B, which is to casually explain to them what the fandom is and why you enjoy it. It's important to be casual about it because if you make a big deal over it, they're going to think it's weirder than it actually is. And please, for the love of God, don't come out as a furry. It's a hobby, not your sexuality. I think that's pretty common knowledge nowadays though. I haven't spoken about it yet, but I know a lot of people dislike furries because of the NSFW side of the fandom. For the record, I don't have an issue with it. I don't see anything wrong with adults doing adult things in adult spaces. As long as you're not harming anyone, then it's okay with me. Of course you can find examples where people have crossed the line and brought NSFW stuff into safer workspaces, but most people respect the boundaries. Sure, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you don't like it, just don't get involved in it. There's no need to attack people who do like it. In conclusion, there's always going to be people who dislike the fandom, but as more people have learned about what it actually is, I don't think it's as hated as it once was. As hard as it can be sometimes, it's important to like what you like and not let other people's opinions dictate your decisions. Feel free to let us know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, please leave a dislike. And I'd really appreciate it if you were to subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.